We can go to Express Scripts sometimes and get a yearly profile, but it depends on who you get, whether they'll send it to us or whether they'll send it to you. So you say, Doug, I can't find my reports, I'll get it, they'll send you a report, and then I've got to call and say, look for this report and then send it to me. So if you save those detailed pages up going forward, from the beginning, we're in good shape. Yeah.
Doug, you're reimbursing for the it's the $40 per month, the $480 for one family.
One person in the family, right.
Family, even if you have 2 CSA members that are.
If you have 2 CSA members, each of them would get it because they each have accounts with us in their own name, and hopefully have the medical coverage in their own, each in your own name. If you have a spouse who is a city retiree, who's entitled to benefits, and you don't have the children cluttering up the health plan anymore, like, they've all aged out, they're all over 26, especially once you get to be Medicare eligible, there's no incentive for having a family plan. Medicare is a per person. The Medicare pension deduction is a per person. The health, Medicare is per person. So if you split it off, if my wife and I are both eligible as city retirees and we're both mature and Medicare eligible, if the coverage is in my name and I predecease her, she has to then come down to labor relations with a death certificate and get benefits in her own name. I'd like to think that if I passed, she would need some drugs to get through the night. The benefits would die with me. So she would have to go through that to get the drugs, and then she could sleep like a baby. If we each have our own benefits, each have our own drug plan, then I'm gone. She can do whatever she needs to do, and I spare her the burden of having to come down to Rector Street or Cortlandt Street, wherever the hell they're going to be, and dealing with getting benefits reinstated. Yeah.
Do you have to wait until that 65th birthday, or do you do it shortly in advance?
No. What, the split?
No, to make application for Medicare.
Oh, no. Medicare recommends that you do it, well, the initial enrollment period is the month you turn 65, 3 months before, or 3 months after. There's no penalty. I recommend doing it within the 3 months before. I'm all ready to go. All I'm waiting for is the drug card. Now I'm ready for November 1st. These are just our welfare fund benefits.
How do you apply for that?
What? For Medicare? I'm glad you asked that. How do I enroll? And I didn't pay her either.
So, I paid Medicare July 1st, the month you turn.
Right.
So I would send the 6 months of the regular
Right, 6 months of the regular drug benefit.
and then the individual month ones. I got
Right. Well, if you're going to go over 5,000.
only if you're going to
Only if you got to go over 5,000. If you're not going to go over 5,000, we don't need it. We'll just send you $240 automatically.
So although you were eligible, let's say I filled it out this month, my enrollment application, but I can still send in the reimbursement for my co-pays for my prescription from November and December.
Right, because you're January,
Right.
January 65 in January. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, but Doug, let me ask you something. Once again, I did almost like denial about this.
We all are, but
They send me things, I don't, and I put on some. So finally, something happened. I think I got the bill for $800,000, and I said, "What is this for?" So I called them, and they said, "You've never applied. You see, your birthday is in September. You should have applied in September." I went between September and October. We went in person. Anyway, they said you should have applied 3 months before. So now you're not covered. And it was November, and I'm saying, what do you mean? Don't get sick between now and December because you're not covered with anything. Your other one is gone. So okay, so now I have a Medicare card that says Part A. I was eligible in September, which was when my birthday
Part B is
Part B
November.
is December.
December, okay.
So
they'll give
shouldn't
you,
it both be September?
well, if you had enrolled before then, yes. But if, you know, they don't retroactively enroll you.
I thought it was automatic.
No, you have to apply for Part B. Part B you have to apply for.
Oh,
Yeah.
so when I didn't,
When you did.
just the bill me and said, hello,
Well,
welcome to
yeah.
your enrollment.
Okay, so how do you enroll? We recommend 3 months before. Part A, they automatically enroll you in. There's no place really now to sign the card, but just send it to us. And this is what the Medicare card looks like. CSA retirement, yeah? Bogus number, but it shows the effective date for Part A and for Part B. It's, if your birthday is other than the first day of the month, it's the month you turn 65. For some reason, if your birthday is the first day of the month, it's the month before. I don't know why. This is Medicare trivia. Came out nice.
Do you get a new one every year? or
No,
once you
it's
get-
one card.
Okay.
You can order duplicates, but they limit how many you can order a year. When they send the card, it's an envelope, an official envelope, and they give you a brochure explaining Medicare, right? So I was busy whenever the card came, I put it in the brochure, put it on my desk. And then I'm going to apply for a supplement, and they want to know my Medicare number. I can't find the Medicare card. I said, this is great. Of all people, I can't find my freaking Medicare card. I tore the house apart. I went through the mail. I found the envelope it came in my wastebasket. I'm sitting watching 60 Minutes, and then I said, wasn't there something else in that envelope? So I went down after 60 Minutes. I went to, sat at my desk, and between the pen thing and the calculator was this brochure, and there was the Medicare card. So I'm going to have a second Medicare card by the end of October because it's kind of embarrassing. So I couldn't use mine. I used my wife's, and I was able to edit it. So this is what it looks like now. Yes.
Doug, I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little thrown by that statement, automatically enrolled. So,
Yeah. Part A, you're automatically enrolled in.
so I don't have to do anything.
Not for Part A.
When does the card arrive? Because I haven't received a card, and I'm about to turn 65.
Did you apply for B yet?
No.
No.
That says.
Right. You don't have to.
First
They may not send one, you know, for the A, but you know, you should apply for B, you know, within that window.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm only applying for B
Right.
at this point. A is automatic.
Right. Right. So that's what it looks like. So if you decide to apply online, you go to socialsecurity.gov and there's a place, apply, is it there? It's either socialsecurity.gov, yeah, socialsecurity.gov. And you say, I want to apply for Medicare. You can apply for Medicare and Social Security benefits, or you can apply for Medicare only. So the first thing it says is, are you applying for yourself, or are you applying for somebody else? Yeah, if you're doing it for a spouse and wife, tell them you're doing it for yourself. Then it says, are you blind, visually impaired, or whatever, because they can do some special, accommodations. Information about you, the name, according to your most recent Social Security card. So I, of course, can't find the Social Security card either. I found my draft card. And it was just as I remembered. My original draft card, I was in the second lottery, and back in the 70s when they started doing the lottery, right? So I'm up on the coast of Maine with my mother, and we're sitting there, and the radio station says, whatever day it was, it said, where they're doing the lottery, we will give you the numbers tonight at 5 o'clock. So they started at 5 o'clock, January 1st, January 2nd. I'm November 5th. So I got to listen to 10 months of this. And they say January 1st, 221, January 2nd, 360. I heard an awful lot of high numbers, but I didn't hear 1, 2, 3. So when November 5th came and they said 223, I remembered it. And on the back of the original draft card I have, I wrote the number 223. Now that I have. What good does that do me? Absolutely nothing. So one of these days, I'm gonna have to either go to Millville or Freeport Social Security, sit there with the masses and get a new Social Security card, because I can't find it anyway. But, so they want your name, Social Security number, date of birth. Are you blind or low vision? Have you been able to, not been able to work for 14 months? Contact information, name, address. Do you live at this address? Phone number, email address. They do send you emails. You know, they say, we received your application. Now, the one they sent my wife was completely different than mine. Mine, they were talking about the entitlement. So I'm sitting there saying, did I hit the wrong button? And say, I want Social Security and Medicare. So I went back through the whole thing and it said only Medicare, but it was a completely different thing than what she got 4 months earlier. And they do email. What's your language preference? Where were you born? Do you want to apply for Medicare only? But not for monthly retirement cash? Yes or no? This is the question. If you say no to Medicare only, they're going to sign you up for Social Security benefits as well as Medicare. Medicare information. Are you already enrolled under somebody else? You may have been enrolled in Medicare under a spouse or divorced spouse or somebody. They give you a number. You want to enroll in Part B. You get Medicaid? No. Remarks. And then this is the trick question. This is why I put this in here. That's why I printed the screens. This is a trick question. The question is, are you covered under a group health plan?
Where are you? What page is that?
Oh, God, I know. Near the end. It's the one with red. It's the trick question.
This is it? Trick question.
The trick question. Are you covered under a group health plan? What's your answer?
Yes.
No. What they mean to say, are you covered under a group health plan as an active in-service employee? That's the trick question. I can't tell you how many people have done that wrong. And we've had to send them back. Because if you say yes to this question, then what they'll do is they'll say, oh,